Welcome to the Saturday night pregame. We're basement edition this week. We're trying out a new spot, so hopefully it works a little bit better.
We're vanished. We're in a great we're in a great hall.
Yes.
We're going to be working on our choir singing later. Really get the hall going.
A good pregame to a nice choir solo sounds really good.
Nothing really gets the people
We're getting
going.
our Easter hymns.
Oh, you're right.
The Easter hymns ready.
Oh man, I totally forgot. Well, actually, because it's awkward when you say me, Pat, and Chris went to the dry range on Friday morning, and I said happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jesus.
Happy death day.
It's your day.
It's your day. It's where you visit. No, there's a guy in there we see him every week, and we always wish him we always wish him goodbye and whatever, have a great day, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, Happy Easter, and I was like, oh, he's Jewish or not? Or,
Happy Passover, which was last weekend.
Yeah. So and then I heard on the radio the guy said it perfectly. He's like, yeah, and if you're celebrating, Happy Easter. I was like, oh, that's how you do it.
Good to say happy holiday. Have a good holiday.
Would you say happy holiday during the Easter season though?
You do happy holiday for everything.
I guess technically you can.
Martin Luther King Day, happy holiday.
yeah. You're not allowed to say it.
He's a good man.
But so that's such a random topic. But I thought that was like, oh man, that's the perfect way to do it. So I can do that. You can do that with Merry Christmas. If you celebrate Merry Christmas.
Yep.
So now everybody can say Merry Christmas.
No, we can't.
Why?
I just say Merry Christmas.
Come on, Chris. We
almost
got you canceled last week. Can you just get it together? Can you go home and read
Can you give me 10 minutes, Chris, without offending somebody, please?
God. We got you down to non-swearing. Now we get you to just read your
I'm not going to be politically correct. I am just correct.
Joseph Keneally needs the bar of soap in his mouth.
Yes.
He's doing
Yeah.
it.
Well,
He's doing it.
I'm going to make a
real
real
2 minutes
effort.
in.
I keep Christmas on my calendar. I don't see any other holiday on my calendar.
All right, well, we just lost half.
Do you think a lot of that is just an overcorrection and unnecessarily complicated?
I think all that is.
I don't know.
I don't want to. This is the topic that gets you in trouble.
Yeah.
All of it is. And you know what though? It starts from a good spot.
Yeah.
And then it provides too much, pat you on the back. Way to go. This guy's, and then, so that overcorrection, and everybody and then now everybody, if you do something, you say something, you can get in trouble. It needs to come back to the middle.
I do think it was necessary in a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely very necessary. But now it seems like you got the heavy hitters out, and now you're going for, stragglers, and it's like, okay.
Well, someone has to care about us to cancel us first. So.
No, we're not. No, I'm trying to say, but
it's
just in general.
It's
frustrating.
I think it brought a lot of good stuff.
Yes.
I think there's a lot more respect for different genders, different ethnicities, different races that
100%.
were not more widely. The knowledge wasn't out there on how bad it was. Even now, the shooting of all the Asian people,
yes,
and how they don't want to. I did not know until very recently. This is gonna sound dumb. I didn't realize that people were racist against Asian people.
I didn't.
It was not something on my radar.
They blame them for the flu and the coronavirus.
But is that more? But so what Joe's trying to say is that's recent. But is it?
Yeah, there are a long history of Asian terms that are going around there.
Yeah, because
all the not to be unpolitically correct, but you talk about when they make fun of people the shape of their eyes and things like that. That's all very racial.
That's
driven.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen it. And I when we had a ton of Asian people. We have Asian friends, and when we were in school, it was never I don't see them as different.
I don't think it's as.
Not that you saw any other race really differently. I get that.
I don't think it's as in your face. I think it's a little more subtle.
But that's the thing I picked up on is the subtleties that I was completely oblivious to.
It's a different kind of racism. It's not with African American people, they're kind of just they're judged right away. I think Asians are a little more a little more subtle.
And I think it's probably certain Asian groups too.
Some get treated worse than others.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think that's one of the things that people don't distinguish between if you're Japanese or Chinese or you're Filipino and things like that.
Yeah.
Here's the only time I've ever felt it, and I didn't like it, and I was like, oh shit, when we were in Michigan. This is the only time I felt a part of a group that was we got eyes on us immediately, and it was it didn't feel right. Was when we were in Michigan for Gavin's bachelor party. We walked into a bar and and it was like Michigan. It was like kind of like a towny bar, and we walked. It was a bunch of like Asian, like Gavin's Asian, a bunch of his buddies, and us. And they walked in and eyes immediately.
Oh, you're saying like it was somebody in your group that got
they were
eyed
also
up
that bar was also they were also very
That bar was
aggressive.
also
Anyways,
aggressive, and there was a lot of drunk people in that bar.
Yes.
I mean they didn't like we were 3 white guys. They didn't like us either.
No, that's true. I mean, when we went skiing, not last year.
Oh, so I kind of just assumed it was like backwoods, all white people.
No,
No, it was. Yeah.
Oh no,
was.
it was. It was
Oh,
like
but
I
there
don't know
was
if it was backwoods, but
it was like
we were
frat
we were
drunk
in
guys
Traverse
in
City.
Michigan.
Yeah,
got it.
We were just like hanging out trying to couple beers, and then it was you could definitely like it was a very aggressive bar. You bumped anybody like they were like ready to like go like at a drop of a hat, and you're like whoa, just tapped you lightly on the shoulder. And, like,
It's true. The other thing is, when we went skiing the one time, and we were at the one pool hall, and they could tell we were city and not country.
Is this
When you in Michigan, it was not this year, but the year before.
Oh, the year before.
Yeah, when we were singing, having a good time, and those guys.
Oh man, that guy was absolutely that bar. I don't remember the name of it, but it's one of the bars.
Yeah, I have no idea.
In that little like strip.
from distance.
Oh, Kobe, that was a nice
Kobe
6-7 foot shot to the cat. But yeah, we were all just singing, having fun, as you would do in a lot of these bars where they play the music really loud. And there was one side of the bar
that had karaoke actually.
that had karaoke.
So we were just singing
people
along.
singing, and then there's like a doorway, and then a hall small enough to fit like 2-3 pool tables.
It's almost like Trader Todd's where they have karaoke up front and then they have karaoke in the back, but
Yes.
you would have like pool in the back.
Yeah,
instead
yeah,
of karaoke
exactly.
in the second
Yeah.
part.
So
Karaoke
we're
in the
just
back?
singing along
Yeah.
to the songs. Mind you, they're playing the voice of this person over, on in the other hall, and the guy's like, he literally like addressed you directly.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a sideways, man, some people don't know when to shut the fuck up kind of thing. It was like, that was 7 minutes.
Because McGraw not doing it again.
It was literally like, hey guys, I'm trying to make a shot here.
Yeah,
Like,
look, and we
y'all-
were being
y'all
like,
need
yeah,
to-
yeah.
No, and it was not belligerent. By
Did
any
you ask
point.
him if this shot was worth $1 million? Because if not,
Dude, if we asked that, he would have
Oh, it would've been-
swinging.
it
with
was
his
ready. Yeah,
fist
these
and-
guys were-
Yeah.
But and it wasn't like it wasn't racial, but you got the vibe like immediately they could tell we were from like we
Like,
weren't from
somewhere,
there.
Yeah, somewhere else.
Was
And-
your extensive knowledge of countries and not able to bridge the gap, Peter?
I think it was like I think it was more like
I think it's literally just the look.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, again, yeah, we didn't have overalls on, we didn't have like camo on, like we looked semi dressed up. Not even like
we look like you would go to a bar
You
in
look
the
like-
city
yeah.
where
I gotta
like,
put my camo hat on and
Yeah.
just like Backstreet Boys.
We probably
Yeah.
had collared shirts on and jeans,
Yeah.
or like a nice t-shirt and jeans, something as opposed to overall like
so
you
you
were saying.
needed somebody to bring up your street.
We
cred
didn't
is what
have
you
we
needed.
didn't have any flannel on whatsoever,
or
and
camo,
it was
and they were not happy.
I'm telling you, if shit went down in that bar, we wouldn't be able to hide from anything. We didn't have our camo. We didn't have our camo.
Also, it would have been a hell of a ruckus because there were a bunch of dudes ready to go in that.
Did you ask him if it was worth the whiskey?
Nah,
You should have told him it was for the troops.
The troops.
Chris just
But yeah, so I mean, that is kind of a
That's the thing though in bars. I feel like it's especially, and I feel like that's going to happen a lot when we get back to more normalcy.
yeah.
Is people are going to want to like fight and stuff because they're back out in public, and it's
It's kind of like driving. Like people are so aggressive driving right now. It's insane.
Oh,
Or they want some
dude.
space, maybe.
I
More
thought
space
I
in
was going
bar.
to get rear-ended.
I think you see like
Anything
crowd-
is like driving right now. Driving is insane.
I think you
how
see things
aggressive
like
people
I think
are.
you see like we run a lot of bars where it's extremely crowded. I think you're gonna see people be like, "Dude, get out of my space." I think you're gonna see like some of these bars that try to cram you in there like sardine cans.
You're right. You don't have the like
Mm.
the
Tolerance to being around that close to people.
that and like
I didn't even think about
there's it's like an experience. You learn like, okay, hey, this guy's too dumb. Like, you need to back off. Or you're like you don't have that. Like when we go to a bar, we can kind of see a situation
Oh,
forming, and we can move away from it.
Yeah,
Or we can recognize it. I think a lot of people are not going to recognize that, like, hey, okay, that guy's drunk,
yeah,
and he's looking for an issue, and you're going to if you feed into it, there's going to be a bigger thing than you think.
100%. Yeah, I also think the tolerance is going to be significantly lower for people. And
Oh,
it's gonna
drinking
be-
wise?
it's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be like it's
Absolutely,
going to be
yeah.
like
Yeah.
going out on New Year's.
Well, but is that right? Didn't they say that more drinking happened during the pandemic than...
Yeah, but I think people aren't drinking as long being at home.
Yeah, I don't, there may be.
You're right, though. It is easier to get, like, because you get to the bar, you drink, you're going to the bar, you drink, like, it's quicker.
You
Quicker
also get
days, yeah.
turned up more
With the
when
music,
you're with
yes,
the music, with
atmosphere.
the crowd, the atmosphere. It could, I mean, it can definitely change.
The atmosphere of the
Yeah.
party. I get what you're saying. Well,
Yeah,
that's
I can
kind of
see the issue with that, with like people considering like most people don't work on the weekends, they're out all day drinking,
Yeah.
like from like 11 to like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, where our jabronis selves are getting out.
Aren't getting out till
Yeah.
that time.
well, I mean, we're getting out much earlier than we used to. Hell,
We
what the hell?
definitely are, but that's
what
only
the hell
because
were
of
we
that's
thinking
only
back in the
related
day?
to Corona.
Yeah, that's true, but it taught us like
I think
We
what
were
we
cheap and wanted to pregame before them.
yeah, we used to do it. Like I mean, we've been pre-gaming before pre-gaming. Well, I mean that's kind of a Debbie Downer kind of situation, but it's the political correctness. I think we'll see. The one and that what kind of brought that up too is Trump and I forget who else, but Georgia is losing the All-Star game.
Yes,
Because
because
of-
they
yeah.
because they
the
because
whole
of the
voter
voting laws.
thing.
They passed.
Yes. So like a lot of the far right are like jumping on this because are jumping on MLB because they're you know
Politicizing it.
yes, and they're making it a big deal and they're touting to the left, and it's kind of like I don't know how you feel about that. Like
That's interesting because I heard about this,
Yeah.
and I actually had a question for you guys because I was in a similar, like I had a similar thought. There's a lot of corporations
yes,
that
Yeah,
people
yeah,
are
yeah.
talking about boycotting because of this, because they have a large amount of business in these states, especially Georgia. I mean, I think most film production goes on there. And
Yes,
then
that's
a
why
lot of-
Hollywood's
a lot of
Tyler Perry's got a massive
massive production studio.
Yeah,
there.
you ever watch
but
a lot of the shows.
That's where Coming to
they got a
America-
big thing at the end where it says like, "Made in
Yeah,
Georgia."
coming to
Georgia,
America,
yeah.
Coming to America, and Bad Boys 3, the new ones of both those, were both
Yeah.
filmed at the same time, and that's
So there's a huge Hollywood presence as well as all these companies, and all these people are saying, "Hey, you should put out a statement against this. You know, like you should boycott it." And companies are there, like they're teetering the line. Like the big one was Delta. Delta came out and said
well, Coke's based on too.
Yes,
Coke
said it,
was
yeah.
another one. Apple, but Delta's the only one I think that's really put out a statement, and they put out a statement very general, like, "Hey, we don't agree with this." And
Police
people are
fire
like, "You
airlines.
need to do more." Like, what the?
Yeah.
It
That's what
got
I'm
them
talking about.
Police
like
fire airlines
hotter
still-
water,
Yes.
and then they had to come out with a statement saying, "We worked with several politicians and are working with several politicians in order to get a lot of the more extreme rules and regulations in these codes to, kiboshed."
Yeah.
So, but it's still not up to Delta standards. And it was like this whole thing that they had
But
to
that's
like,
what I'm saying. That's where I'm like, okay, listen, this is a state and their legislative. These guys were voted in for. You can't, and like, so how is Coke and Delta, like, they're just supposed to walk away from Georgia? That's what I don't
well,
get.
that's what I was
to
thinking.
be so upset
And
by
that's,
that.
that's where my question
I
comes
think
in
Affleck's based on too.
is, everybody's like, what can you do?
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know what you can do. I guess you can be one of the people who are voicing to these companies, and then it's putting pressure on the companies, but I
Yeah.
don't know if that's the right thing.
But ultimately, those
either.
companies, like, I mean, they're not, moving, headquarters
just-
are weird
yeah.
anyways, but like, that's not really the way to apply pressure. Like, the pressure is to, like, you get to elect people that are going to
Yes,
change the law.
that's
Well,
exactly it.
And that's what
That's
Tyler
what you
Perry,
need to teach
Tyler
people,
Perry came out with this.
I would love to see what the voter turnout was. I'm sure that kind of change has to be a referendum, right?
Well, that's what Tyler Perry was saying. He goes, listen, these laws are going on, and I don't know the current status of them passing, but he's like, realize that this is the first time Georgia's been a Democratic state. In,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
how many
everybody
years.
hates it.
long
Yeah,
Yep.
scares them.
And then there's a goober or gob. I forget the correct term. It's like a yeah
None of us can say that word.
election.
gubernatorial.
There we go,
There
Pat.
we go. Gubernatorial election or gubernatorial. I don't know. Something to do with gubernatorial.
And we're gonna have some Coopers tonight.
So there's some, yeah, and so he was saying like, hey, at least my understanding of it was, hey, leave it up to the political system. This is why we voted for these people to sort of prevent this, because
Yeah.
if we don't agree with it, these are the representatives to.
I also
shoot
believe
it
something in
down.
Texas was very similar past this one as well.
yes,
It
they
kind
did.
of blows
Yeah.
my mind.
They don't want, because they think there's going to be election fraud. And if they can prove that any of this stuff has election fraud to it, okay, that maybe makes sense.
The
Hey,
biggest
But it doesn't.
Has there been any? I mean,
No,
honestly,
serious.
in the last
None.
20 years, has there been?
we don't for her.
I don't know about Florida, I don't know about that, but that's the last time I've heard of any real
The biggest,
evidence of election fraud, which is everybody's talking about, and it's like,
what they are realistically
shut
concerned.
the
Here's
fuck up
here's
about
where
election
here's
fraud.
where
It's not
Republicans
happening.
Yeah.
Republicans like the super conservative Republicans are concerned about one thing with this stuff is that the one of the items that they're pushing that which may or may not pass, I don't know, but is that you can register to vote and vote without an ID, right?
Yeah.
So that means that you can technically be illegal and vote.
Yeah.
And that's a big that's a big
That
driver.
I would understand.
Particularly
But that's another thing.
particularly
like,
when
why
one
can't you have an ID to vote? Like, I don't see about that.
but particularly one party is, much more favorable information. Than
Yes,
the
I
other
get that.
Here's the thing. I 100% agree with that. But the shit that I've heard is like the more extreme stuff of reducing number of voting
That's true,
areas
that's true.
in
That's well,
poor
too, yeah.
neighborhoods.
No box,
taking
election
away-
boxes.
Yep.
That's
It's
stupid.
like, and it blows my mind. I'm like,
It's-
how is this a conversation?
They're
in
targeted. They're
2021?
targeted towards
Why
eliminating.
the fuck is this
They're
even
targeted towards eliminating immigrants who are illegal, which technically don't have the right to vote under the Constitution.
And I'm like, yeah.
and then you're
That's the
and you're
law.
also limiting the
Do
ability of minorities to
That's
get out
the
and
thing.
vote.
I'm like, dude, how? Like, it seems so blatant that
It
I'm
is.
like, how can you
It
be
is.
this bold and brazen
look at-
to do
I
something
mean, look
so
at Chicago.
morally? And,
Look at where we live, Joe. I mean, our city is one of the most segregated cities in the
I know,
country.
man.
Well, hey, listen, it's not just
This is where the
No,
overcorrection
Milwaukee.
could be.
No,
a
no,
New
I'm
York.
saying, but like,
Florida.
if you look at the
We're
borough,
all
if you look at these
segregated.
cities, they're all. I mean, it's the
Yeah.
same thing. Like, you tell me that I can't vote easier than if I live in the West. Like, no, that I can.
This is where I think, like, going back to the overcorrection, I think in some cases it's a good thing because it's I think this is stuff that has probably been happening a long time and you
And you
never
gotta
heard
talk
about it.
Yeah.
And now people are being a lot more vocal.
I think it's
about
things that we're not aware of because we've never faced.
Yeah.
it. That is very
1,000%.
true.
Like,
So
no one's
it's
ever.
hard for us to talk about because also but the other thing is though we grew up so middle class like that like we're not top like we weren't in the southern where there was no minorities at all. We're not top where there was no minorities. It was it was just a mix of all different types of people. So you just never saw it. Like you couldn't be
I remember
racist. You were with all different types of race.
I remember when I voted the first time, I literally fucked up my entire ballot.
Yeah.
And the lady like showed me what I did wrong, and I went and did another ballot.
Yeah.
Like because I got rejected, and I like they're like, yeah, you need to do this, but here's what you got to do. Because I had totally no idea what I was doing. Could not evidently connect a straight line across the line at the time.
Yeah, geez. But I mean, that is it's very interesting, and but I did think that the whole MLB and I think you like when you pulled that out, you're just giving fodder to Trump's people, and that far right.
What happened? There was something that happened in Carolina.
It's literally a marketing thing flying.
Can somebody remind me, or does anyone remember what happened with Carolina a few years ago with the gender new badger? What did they pull? They pulled a Democratic National Convention out of there, right? Is that what they pulled there? Okay, yeah, that's what it was.
You know who's done that and done it well? Seattle has gender neutral bathrooms, and some of their bars are really, really cool, like in the Capitol Hill area. But they all have these gender neutral bathrooms, and they're designed so well, you don't even realize it. Like it's just if you make it a thing and you make it this huge thing, I feel like then people are gonna speak up. But in these other places, they just did it, didn't say shit, and they did it the right way.
Yeah.
I mean, they made like full wall-to-wall doors. It's
much easier. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have like
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Like sort of trough area.
I've never understood why you need to poop with like a 2-foot gap on the bottom. Anyways, I never understood that. I like the Florida City
capitalism, baby.
No, yeah. Well, no. The other thing is you gotta have enough. Like for women, you need to have because you can see how many bathrooms you need when you go to a concert, and the women's line is up 2 blocks this reality.
Oh, yeah.
And the guys are in and out. Like that's
where there's an excess one for women
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah.
But that's enough of it.
We should lighten this podcast up a little bit.
I mean, I don't know how we got started with that. And
Let's talk about the alcohol for the way after the
Yeah, let's talk about
I'm
the
saying,
whiskey.
like, I'm just kind of trying to think how we got to that spot because I've had a lot of conversations recently, no idea how we got
It
to that
was
spot.
me asking about.
You talking
An
about
overcorrection.
Easter. And
Oh
saying that,
yeah,
and then I
yeah,
said,
yeah.
And
Okay,
then it
well,
just led down.
well, see you again, Chris ruined everything.
I do like Joe.
Thanks,
Rock,
Chris.
Joe rocking the mini Chris beard over here.
Dude,
Yeah.
okay, I've been thinking about this because I haven't.
And it's very mini for the record.
It is very. The only thing I've trimmed it since Thanksgiving is my neck and the hair on my back. But related. No,
All right. To the back.
Joe,
it's a line.
Joe, we weren't looking at the back, Joe.
No, I'm just joking. No, I'm not. But, so I was looking at myself in the mirror today and I was like, I look I'm trying to describe the way I
It's
could.
straggly as shit.
Yeah, 100%. I look like the mechanic who listens to grunge metal.
Oh yeah.
Like that's what I look like.
1000%.
Your
With
face
my
probably is
hair.
what Chris's back hair probably looks like.
We can
Spotted
braid.
in patches,
We can
yeah.
braid each other. Yeah. And I'm like, I really need to cut this. Really need to cut this.
It honestly makes like I saw a guy, Chris, when we were driving from to Pat's today. That like an older man with his beard.
Oh,
down
I
to
saw.
here.
Yeah, I saw it, and I saw you trying to look in the rearview mirror at me.
Yeah, so it's like,
Real subtle, dog.
I know. I wanted to see what
Wait,
yours
what
looked
about-
like.
what about-
It was like down in here.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, looked at Chris. And I was like, what would he look like that? I'm like, oh no. And then I looked at Chris and I'm like, oh no.
Oh no,
Like, oh no.
Sarah literally looked at me like a day ago. She goes, you know, I like the beard. I like some facial hair, but I'm just wondering
Just not this.
what's your thinking's going
What's
on
your
right
end game
now?
here?
Like,
What's your end game?
what's your,
Just
yeah.
I just don't like this.
Like, just what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? And I thought you wanted me
There's
with
a
the
part of your
beard. She
face right now from like your nose to your chin that I'm not feeling
goes,
right
yeah,
now.
and she's like, I mean, you
You
could
could
trim
change
it up a bit. You could like, at least if you're gonna keep
At that point, now you
The
gotta
length-
now out of just, you know.
just do something. And I'm like, yeah.
So you look
alright.
like you're at the beginning of the pandemic, not the end.
Dude, I'm sorry,
approaching the end.
if I were to shave my head, I look like on the sides, I look like I could be in the show Vikings. Like it's that scraggly, long,
Yeah.
V-shaped
No doubt.
beard that just
And
like
Chris will be the
lengthens
guy that
at the
kills you
chin.
because he looks like a real warrior.
Yeah. He's been fed well his entire life.
Yeah. He's gonna slaughter you.
Every 2 or 3 days, I get some good scraps.
I like
you know,
it. I like it.
That's
He's
what
the
it
John
looks like.
Goodwin of the situation.
You know what's weird? I watched a couple of those episodes, and it's like History Channel, the Viking show.
Mhm.
I was like, that's okay.
I never
Joe
watched
Rogan absolutely loves that show.
Never watched it.
I was like, Joe, this is where we differ. Like, I like a lot of your stuff. Yeah, your idea on the Viking show, I don't know, buddy.
All right, so for this evening, we got
We got a lot to drink tonight.
We got
Yeah.
the Line and Kugel Brewology pack, where you can mix and match to create 5 combinations. Peter and I are currently drinking the pink lemonade, which is a half summer shandy and a half berry weiss. What do you think, Peter?
Now these shandies are legitimately fresh, and that tastes like
you
summer.
Notice it.
So what do
It
you
tastes-
think, Peter? What do you taste this?
I'm looking.
Okay.
Will you shut the hell up for 2 minutes and let
Peter,
somebody else talk?
The middle of your sentence interrupted the beginning of Pat's sentence. Shut the fuck up! Jeez,
Joe,
you inconsiderate bastard.
As I was saying, is
You know, Joe, I'm retracting my pep. I'm retracting my shot. You're drinking the Scott. You're drinking the blended Scott.
Yeah,
shots.
I gotta do 4 shots. I might as well do them tonight.
you got 4?
Yeah, he keeps fucking up.
I did
swearing,
three
keep swearing.
podcasts, and then this would have been the 4th.
Jesus. We did the carb bomb for one. No, so it's 3.
Did, so it is
you're at
technically
2.
3. So yeah, now I'm at 3.
So 2 blended scotches and 1 fistful of bourbons, and we'll call it even.
Awesome. So back to the summer shandy. This is a true, fresh summer shandy. Thank you, Chris. So I love it. I really, really like this one. You know, it's kind of cool. We're going to our Instagram. If you haven't checked it out, podcast S&P for Instagram and Twitter. Email us at the S&P pod
podcast.
at gmail.com.
Yep.
We have shirts. Check out Instagram. You can hit us up for them. They're at the low price of $16 a shirt. We're gonna give them away.
One of those could soon be a collector's
Oh
item.
yeah, could definitely be a collector's item. So check it out.
Get it while you can.
Here's the thing, and the black logo shirt are flying off the shelves here.
I like those a lot.
Yeah, they're really nice. And I would go a size up because they do kind of shrink, unless you're good at washing clothes, and then you don't have to worry about
You
it.
don't put them in the dryer after.
Yeah. See, I'm not that smart.
Or you just don't wash it.
But that's another way to go. I like it, Chris.
Well,
Yeah,
choice.
it's just lots of cologne.
I because I'm working from home, I think for the last 4 days,
Joe hasn't changed his
I've
boxes.
showered,
Smell from here.
but in terms of like the shirt and pants that I wore, I just wore them.
So there's no hair product. It's just grease that's keeping it up there.
That's no, yeah, 100%.
So to go back really quickly, we did the shandy off last week.
Yes.
And I think we all kind of picked the shandy, Light and Kugel
No,
Summer Shandy.
you picked the other one.
I like the other one, but I
The majority
Yes.
was in favor of the line of Google Summer.
and the
Shandy.
only reason I bring this up is
This one's so much better than last week's.
1,000%.
Yeah.
But also Katie Light and Kugel, a 6th generation brewer, liked our page.
That's fucking awesome.
And I don't give a crap. I understand that's so weird and random for us to say that, but it is so cool how you can reach random people that you would never.
Dude, that is 100%. That is 100%. I have because I have Instagram, the app, and I have the login and stuff on my phone. I see every time someone likes it, I get the notification.
Yeah,
I'm always like,
I do not need
who
to
is
make
this
me a
person?
company.
And then I'm like, I'm looking because it's just so cool to see.
There's so many
who
different people.
is, liking it. Who's liking it and what their likes are and why, how, just thinking about how this reached them somehow. Either through the post alone
Absolutely
or
insane.
through the podcast. So it's a real cool thing.
Joe, would you like me to make you one of these combinations?
Yeah, could you please?
Let's bust into, because Chris already knocked out the whiskey. So Chris, give me a little. Why don't you read that for me and give me a little description?
It is a Pinhook straight bourbon whiskey.
Get a little louder for me, baby.
It's got a 56.5% alcohol by volume. Really gonna rip into you tonight.
It's a little strong.
This legitimately looks like a wine, like the
That's what I thought it was.
What's
I thought
that
it was a wine bottle.
Australian?
That's what I thought too, actually.
What's that
The
Australian?
Aussie thing? The
Yeah.
kangaroo on it, right?
Yeah, that's honestly what this bottle looks like.
So you get a yellow, Joe, or you can get this one.
Yeah, it's a little strong. It's got a nice little sweet taste to
Yellowtail, that's it.
God, is that hot?
This had the same bite as the yellowtail.
It is
really
100.
wine?
It's 113 proof. No, it's got to weigh more than a
I have
pint.
no idea. I have no clue. I've never had
that wine. but
I've never had it.
This is 113 proof, which is very strong.
Oh man, I got.
Dude.
I might have some hair on my chest now, like Joe.
It's
Yep.
a little hot.
You
It's got some sweetness.
I've
to
already
it,
got the
though.
hair on my chest. This
And,
is throwing out the hair
and
on
yours
my
is
back.
diluted by like a good 20 minutes this one.
Oh brother, Pinhook. Let's scale it back, baby. Take it back a breather. Let a man be able to drink it.
Yeah, this is definitely a stronger. I feel like this was right up Chris's alley.
Anything you
I
like?
feel like Chris loved this.
Hey Chris, good call on the 3/4 shot, not a full shot.
I like this a lot, actually. This is definitely a sipping whiskey.
Yes,
I can't talk to you about taste
It's
and all
smooth.
that shit.
No, it's smooth.
But
It's
it does
just hot.
have, it is
It's
hot.
really smooth.
It's like a stronger version of the Penelope stronger one.
It's a Kentucky bourbon, 100%.
It's definitely very close to
Kentucky
the
bourbon.
hard.
It's a stronger version of the harder one. It's a little harder.
Chris, do you recommend? I need Chris McGraw's recommendation.
Yeah, I would recommend.
All right.
I'd go out and try it. I probably wouldn't have more than like 1 or 2 glasses of it a night.
Oh,
You'll be,
you're gonna-
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Flying.
If we do a few of these tomorrow morning, we're gonna be like we're gonna rip and tear until the end.
Chris, give me the golfing story that you had.
Okay, so I was on
I gotta
was
hear
on
you.
the
I feel like I haven't heard
internet.
you
That is
today.
really
the internet. I was on the
On the line.
internet.
On the line.
Were you on the line?
I was on the interwebs,
Yeah.
as our boy Richard
shoot
Ryan
like
likes to
Chester.
call it. And so I was looking through articles, and I found an article about some guys golfing in South Carolina.
Okay.
And they were on a resort golf course,
Oh, is this?
and they ended up they ended up seeing a alligator
I
on
saw,
the golf
oh
course.
no, not this one. I saw something different. But go ahead.
This is recently.
Yeah, it was like a couple, maybe like a week or 2 ago.
Okay.
And they took a pic. So this guy, they see an alligator on the course. They go and get the guys run up to the alligator. One guy is standing like where I would be standing if I seen an alligator on the course. Not even. I'd probably be on the next hole. Just like, you know what? Taking a double bogey on this hole. And meet you guys on the next hole. This guy decides, you know what'd be a great idea? Let me go grab the alligator by the tail.
Oh, no.
So, hold on.
These motherfuckers been drinking a hardcore.
So the guy goes up there.
Or I wish they hope they are.
You won't believe where this story goes, but, so the guy grabs the alligator by the tail. His friend takes a picture of it. They post it online. They end up, the hotel ends up finding out about South Carolina law enforcement find out about it. Their Department of Animal and Wildlife find out about it. They find the guys. They ended up charging these guys and giving them a ticket for $150. You know what they charged them for?
What?
They charged them for molesting the alligator.
Oh no!
Really?
Yeah. All it
Is that like? Can you now?
I
not
don't
go
know.
within
What is
100
the
feet
They
of
had
it?
a list?
What is the penalty
They
for
can't go
investing?
100 feet of a
Of a
pet
lake?
store.
There's a goddamn squirrel in my yard. I can't be in my house
That was the whole
anymore.
entire thing. I'm like, did they go and interview that alligator and be like, hey, did that guy molest you? What the fuck? What kind of church is that? Like,
growl twice if you're okay.
Hold on. So they grabbed the tail.
they grabbed the tail
Is
and they
the
just took a
picture of
picture.
the guy holding the tail, like kind of grabbing it? Like what?
Yeah,
is-
he's just holding the tail like this.
I thought it was going
That's-
Travis McGee style where their hand got bit
No,
off.
no,
and
no,
left
no.
their fingers.
Okay, this
They-
is
Annoys the guy.
this is a case where I think. Oh, I saw it. This is a case where I think it's a bit of an overcorrection. Some
No, no, no,
animal
I think-
activist people
I don't
spoke
think-
up online and they're like, "We got
I
to
think-
charge these guys with something."
I think it's the right move because they don't want like it's
They-
a,
yes.
the golf
you
course,
know what? You're
the
right.
golf course is a wildlife preserve. They say it there.
No, yeah, it's
But
just
you
the
don't
way
want
they
your-
framed it.
you don't want
100%
that. You don't
right,
want
yeah.
people encouraging this behavior. You don't want people going out there.
You know what?
But you
Without,
also-
without context, this is
No,
like,
no,
oh, I
without-
see this other
No,
side
but
100%.
you don't want to be calling it molestation. Like people
Yeah,
have actually been
I don't-
molested.
yeah,
like
I
that's,
don't think that's the
I
right thing.
think it's probably the best thing you can come up with. In
well,
that,
no,
in that
animal
sense.
cruelty.
Yeah, animal cruelty. Crazier
But
story.
it's probably not a law. It's probably the issue.
Yeah, there's probably something.
We're in
There's
the
probably
I get
Crazier
that.
story is they mentioned in that article that the reason why they don't want people messing with the alligators and stuff is
they could die.
some guy like 5 years before that hit his ball by a lagoon over there, went to go pick up his ball, and an alligator came out of the water and snatched his arm.
Oh.
He wasn't even messing.
Travis
He was
McGee.
just- yeah. Got an undisclosed settlement with the resorts over there, bro.
How's it the resort's fault? I mean, you're a dumbass. You don't.
No.
This just proves that you don't go chasing your goddamn. These motherfuckers that chase those balls. Don't get me started on that one.
My uncle.
Don't get me started on the guys that look for their balls for fucking 2 hours in the goddamn woods.
Who was it? I feel like.
But I
somebody
think
had that happen.
I'm going to assume that the guy won the case probably because they didn't have signs posted
yeah,
saying,
of course.
"Hey,
Oh, yeah.
alligators
That's
may
what,
be
it,
around."
that's what
Yeah.
it comes down
So,
to.
Joseph, question for you: how is the pink grapefruit which you are?
Literally just had a sip of it right at this
Oh,
moment.
sorry, that was your second one.
No, it's okay. I'm just saying it couldn't have been a better time. Fresh off the buds. Let me tell you.
Savor it up. Let us know, Joe. The people want to know.
100. So this is the
Chris, what are you mixing that with?
grapefruit.
Chris?
I'm drinking it by myself.
No, Chris.
No, you're getting with something. You're
Grapefruit,
No.
shandy, and berry
I
white.
don't
Take
want
it with
that-
the
I don't
shandy.
want that horse.
Okay, and I totally cut you off. But go ahead. What did you
Get
get?
that out of here, jabroni.
It's a very berry
I don't want the
grapefruit. Like, it is
grapefruit
a
crap.
sweet. It's a sweet. Yeah, it's a
Isn't
sweet
that-
drink.
You know what? I'm not gonna
Yellow
lie.
one.
These mixtures are a little weird because it is. You're right. One's so overly dominant that
Like you definitely get
I feel like I think
the grapefruit.
I feel like anything with a grapefruit one is gonna be stronger to the grapefruit side.
I do like that though.
I like it. I'm not. By no means am I saying it's bad. It's just a sweet beer that again I don't think you can drink all night. Like this is a nice one.
No, you'll feel that all day tomorrow.
You take a side. You just take a side road and then you come back on. And
Yeah.
the Coors. You're on Coors Lane.
I do like the pink lemonade one though. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Well, let's go with So to go.
I'm gonna
piggyback-
make us a canoe peddler.
Sounds good.
Which Chris is
To
drinking, actually.
oh, okay, Chris. Let's know what you think. To piggy off Chris's golf story. Which we'll call it. I was watching.
What do you have? Sorry.
This is-
I have the canoe peddler and the lemon.
Do you want to try?
So
this
he's
out?
got
Try
the
that?
shandy peddler is what Christopher has.
Nope.
I gotta
Oh,
drop
sorry,
those,
Chris.
right? I gotta drop those.
Yeah.
I could also throw out my.
I'm trying to take hand him a cup. I'm holding the bottle caps. I'm like, I gotta take his cup. should
Here
drop
I am
those.
sitting with one arm though, like, fucking drop it, bitch.
Come
Like,
on,
yeah.
bro.
I do not think I like the pamplemousse ice.
I like
I'm not a
yours
big
better.
I'm not a good grapefruit guy.
Well, don't knock it till you try it, bro.
I like yours better
Yours
only
is actually not
because
too bad.
I can't have sweet for too long.
Let me try
I'm
yours,
sorry,
sir.
I interrupted your
Hey, if
Oh, son of a bitch! I hit my hat.
if any of us have COVID, we all have.
Yours is very
Wait,
strong.
Joe
on the
doesn't
grapefruit.
because he's vaccinated.
Yeah.
Yours is very strong on the grapefruit. The grapefruit's very strong it's a very strong beer in general.
I was gonna say okay.
I want to say something real quick.
All
for
right,
last
come
week's
on
story.
in. Bring
This
it
is very
in,
last week's story. It sounds so ludicrous. Like
Oh,
I
I
was
like-
listening
oh,
back
this-
on it with
Which
that
one?
lady. Like,
Oh.
getting all touchy
Good,
touchy.
yeah.
There was no over exaggeration in that story. Like
I know.
that is. I'm gonna
You're
tell
not an
you,
over exaggerator.
No. I
I'm
like to be
1,000%.
very factual,
Yeah.
and I let them take it where they want.
1,000%,
but that lady was 100. I was thinking about it. Well, I was listening to the
So
podcast.
Joe, you were thinking that your mind was telling you no.
Well, no, because I was thinking about
That
how.
made me giggle so hard.
Dude, that was such a
It was-
great.
oh, it
that was
nice-
so.
like, and it was a perfect timing because it stopped.
There was a
It
pause.
and he's like, "Good job. Would you mind telling you no?"
I mean,
Would you mind telling-
the
And I-
execution of that couldn't have been better.
You were teeing up. I was waiting. I
I-
thought about it. Halfway this from like this is
I
gonna be
wrote it
so.
down. Just had
Pat's
to
like
wait.
a puppy. Pat's like a puppy that you're telling to sit, and he's like, I want my treat. I want my treat.
Yeah,
I'm
need-
ready. I'm ready.
Joe, finish the story so I can get my point in here.
But yeah, so it wasn't. You.
It wasn't
yeah.
exaggerated. I mean, she really was like, hand on shoulder, kind of like finger on the back of the neck. And the only reason I thought about it is because I was doing it to Pat to like show you guys. And I'm like, God, even I felt creepy doing that. Like, how does that not?
Yeah.
I like
Just
it.
a different time, though.
So ludicrous.
Personally, I liked it, Joe, but it's.
I forget what podcast I was listening to. I think it might have been Bert and Tom Papa talking about how different times were, where like it's just like touching and like and you know like the governor from New York's getting in a lot of trouble.
How many days? I don't know how many times I've gone to a bar where I grab a girl like not like low back, but not like up back, like middle of back, just to get through it on.
I'm always going for the shoulder.
I would always
go for it, guy or girl. I'm going for that shoulder and just going.
I would always tap like mid back,
and that's always.
And I don't think and like mid back.
Everybody goes for the butt on me. I don't know why.
Because you got a nice butt, Chris.
You got that ass.
All right, well, we're gonna go back to my first story because it's literally we can't hit a story and finish it. But I want to finish I want to piggyback on your golf story. Okay. I was watching this video. I know, it was just a video like on I think maybe Yahoo, and it was about these guys golfing, and they're watching this bald eagle swarm in Canada, and it was swarming, and so they started watching it. And then it was swarming a seagull, and this seagull and him are going at it. Like, he's trying to get away, and the seagull's, and out of nowhere, the freaking hawk, or the bald eagle grabs the, seagull, brings him to the ground, like, snaps its neck, and starts eating it. And they're just like, and it's literally in the middle of the fairway. And they're just all like, holy shit. And then I think they got a little too close, and the eagle picked it up, and you could tell, like, the bird was done so. Like, it was like, his neck was flopping like this. But even crazier is these other, like, there's these little birds that like are super territorial, and anytime like a predatory bird comes in, they'll start air diving it and will hit its wings to try to like break its wings.
Whoa!
This is all in one.
Is this a single bird that'll do this, or do they hang out in a flock?
No, or is it? Yeah, no, it's like a family. So those two birds, the little, really, really tiny ones, had to have had a nest somewhere, and they saw.
So it was a couple,
and they're just hitting them.
Really?
But what this brings
this is like Angry Birds in real life.
Yeah. No, but what this brings me up to, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but when we were growing up, there were never any hawks. There was a ton of
fun story about hawks.
There was a ton of pigeons, ton of little birds. Never ton of pigeons.
Fun story. About
never
hawks.
any hawks.
I got a hawk story if you want.
We'll get to it, Pat. Just give me a second. I'm just gonna say there are insane
amount. Did you know Pat has a good hawk story?
I'm just saying there's a ton of hawks. I don't know if you guys have noticed that lately. But on the highways, they live on the top of the light poles.
Perch up on the top of the light poles.
So
okay, Pat, I think you have a eagle story. A hawk story.
I just want to make a note after Pat's story. Go ahead.
It's a note after your story, Patrick.
Yeah. Come on, Pat.
So
I'll bring it back.
So like 3 months ago, I was coming to my garage and I see all these like feathers going by me, and I'm like, where are these goddamn feathers from? And I look in my side driveway here. There is gangway right like 3 feet from where we're at right now, probably. There is literally a hawk that's got a pigeon by the talons, and the feathers are going everywhere. And this pigeon is done for. He is getting dragged away, and I see the feathers just flopping. Like it looked like he got it, and half the feathers came off, and they're just like flopping in the wind. And like,
they what they do is they take because for them to be aerodynamic, it's all about the feathers.
Well, I mean,
so they take the feathers out of their wings, so then they can't.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished. Those feathers were all in my yard.
So just to bank off of Pat's story,
and then I'm going to bank off that one,
and then I'm going to
bank it all day,
talk
baby.
about my little note. Hawks.
Hey, I have a hawk story.
The Blackhawks won 3-2 last night, baby.
They lost 3-0 today.
Sorry, Chris.
Hawks are devastating in their dive. Like their whole thing is to dive, and they just obliterate anything. They can kill them mid-air by that dive because they hit them.
That's what happens.
And it's just
snapped its neck.
Yep.
Yep. Wait, if we're bouncing off Pat's, there's one time I'm driving to work in the morning, and it's like I'm like tired as crap, sitting at a red light. And I look over to my right, and there's a pigeon. I swear to God, I'm not making this up at all. I'm not exaggerating. Me and the pigeon look at each other. Out of nowhere, a hawk comes, grabs it. Like, just grabs it. And literally has 1 foot, like, on the ground, and 1 foot has him in his neck in there. And I'm not even kidding you. The pigeon is looking at me. Mm-hmm. He's eyeing me like, holy shit, dude. What just happened? We were just having a moment together, and and you're gonna let this hawk eat me?
So 2 stories off of that. One, I used to take the CTA to work, and I used to get on at Harlem. and Harlem is just basically one giant glass box, and then around like a train station that you have to go down a flight of stairs, and a pigeon just went right into the glass inside.
Jesus Christ.
Inside,
Davis, you are the best.
They say it in chorus all the time, dude.
coughed up a thing of blood. Yes, it used to have it at work all the windows were so clean they would just go into the glass.
No, they weren't clean. They just didn't
That's not
tear and
why.
they just banged against them.
Dude, that happens at my office all the time.
That's 150 proof bourbon.
Dude, I see one die. Oh, it's so sad.
You're just like, you're working. Boom! You're like, oh. At first, you used to be like, what the fuck was that? And then you had to look.
Dude, Dave Collis was napping one time and a bird hit his window and he swear to God he almost shit his pants.
No, take it, Davis.
Take it.
Lauren, we got multiple combinations here of beer you can try.
But the thing I was going to talk about after I heard Pat Lynch's riveting hawk story.
Oh, to piggy off your story, I have a story.
Please.
Okay.
But
we all have hawk stories.
no, I don't have a hawk story. But like what Joe was saying about like a bird hitting the window.
Yeah.
Mr. Anderson at the office had the windows cleaned at his house or at his office, and literally, I go outside to grab something. Like I'm going outside to check the mail or something, or there's something in the locked mailbox out front.
Yeah.
I go out there,
Get on in,
grab
girl.
some. I hear a thud. Look at the
You
front
go hang
stairs.
out bro.
Bird on the ground, broken neck. What the fuck? He's like, I'm looking at the window. I'm like, oh, the windows were just clean. It's like,
Yeah. And
It's
those are
crazy,
big windows. Those are very tall windows.
Yes.
They cover a wide area. The last thing I'll say about hawks.
it's been great. It's been a real bird-centric
I didn't know this was going to be a real bird.
This is a segment.
You
that
get your
we prepared.
aviary knowledge here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You get all your Hawks needs on this bad boy.
I don't remember the thing I was going to say about hawks.
I screwed you over.
What were we talking about? We were talking about hawks.
And
You were talking about like
Killing
birds.
things.
So you were saying you notice these a lot more now.
Yes.
My question is, do you think it's just because you're driving and you just growing up in the city you didn't see them? But now we
I didn't think
drive
about
and
that.
you literally see them
1,000%.
so much.
Yeah.
But then you
you do see a lot less pigeons. Is that just me? I feel
No, I
just-
see a fuck ton of pigeons.
I don't see
Maybe-
them as much.
You
I
know,
think it's the lack of the city.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
I
you're in
bet
the city,
for
like
you.
if you go to Irving and fucking Pulaski,
Yeah.
and you go to that viaduct, you see about 1,000 pigeons.
But I mean, at Jewel, there used to be, like, the brickyard by us, used to be a ton of pigeons. Not anymore
There
at all.
used to be.
fun pigeon
You
story.
know what? The fucking hawks.
That's what I'm saying. So, I know, that's what I was trying to correlate.
No,
Is
but
that-
you know what? I
is
wouldn't
that
be surprised if it did increase because you see foxes now in some areas of the
Coyotes.
city or coyotes.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Fox,
coyotes,
both.
not
Both.
fox.
Both. No, both.
No, you're.
No, you see both.
I haven't seen any foxes. I've seen the coyotes.
I've definitely seen a couple of coyotes, especially closer to the forest preserve areas of Chicago. But I do feel like wildlife is somehow increasing more.
You know what's crazy about pigeons? In Alaska, they use them to train dogs for like hunting. Like if you can get a pigeon alive in Alaska, they can sell like $250 a pop. I looked at it. I was by the blue line one time. I'm like, there's like $5,000 of pigeons right in front of me, right now, in front of me. If I can get them somehow alive and captured to Alaska, I will be happy.
Have you ever seen those ridiculous YouTube videos of guys like sleeping or not sleeping? They bury themselves in sand and they put like food in their hands so that they can grab a bird out of the sand.
I've never seen that. No.
Oh man, I've seen a bunch of those.
That's crazy.
They set it up so that they allow themselves to have some sort of food, allow a large flock, and then when one kind of falls into the trap, they just grab it. You know, they are the trap.
I've not seen that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we have some more Flaviar tries.
yeah, we do. We got some more whiskey to try.
Peter's got
All
some
right, we got a
whiskey
new
to
one
finish.
to the podcast.
Now,
Brian Hamilton, welcome to the podcast.
Brian, say it with your chest because the mic is
Yeah, it's a
blocked
little.
lot.
You might not be able to hear him, but we have a buddy here named Brian. He's a very attractive, already taken young man.
model-esque individual.
We used
He's
to call
been
him
in
little.
several-
Face,
Very-
body, and hair.
Been in several independent movies in his time.
Oh
Yes,
yes,
he
yes.
We're not talking
They are
about
the
porn.
adult ready version.
Oh,
Not
Jesus.
talking
He
about
does not
porn.
have a my OnlyFans, but we all should think about that because people are making $1 million in one day on that.
No, women are making $1 million.
Well,
No
Joseph,
dudes-
you're a good-looking dude.
It
You could
depends on
try.
what you want to do, Joe. Depends what you want to do.
Yes, there's a market out there. Here's my thing. I'm definitely not catering to the ladies. If I'm going to be making any money, it's
That's
banking
true.
off dudes.
Off dudes. But okay, so
In
if
the-
you're a lady, how are you not thinking about it? How are you not thinking about it? $1 million?
Lauren, how are you not thinking about it?
There you go.
Dude, I've said some stuff. I'm like, hey, if you want
Want to throw
I
your
don't-
feet up on the
yes,
the old
exactly! Dude, if I was a
You're
girl,
random
if
as
I was a
shit.
girl, I'd be selling foot pics and working out in lingerie and selling it because I heard about that making tons of money on podcasts.
Joe,
I'm like,
do you
dude,
want to see
I'm
what
totally
that one is?
fucking
I
doing
have no
it.
idea what it is, but I'm gonna give Joe a little bit. And I'm gonna give Chris.
No, but yeah, seriously. Okay.
Brian,
Here's
Which
the-
is, I think, a guy mentality because
Yes.
only men pay for
No,
porn
you're right.
and men are like
Yeah,
sexual
maybe-
beasts.
yeah. I get you're right.
I
Yeah.
saw
If
the
they're-
chick that said "Cash Me Outside" made $1 million going on that thing the first week she did.
No,
And I don't understand why. I could not tell you
that
why.
was an actress.
Yeah, it's an actress.
And they had to change the rules to OnlyFans.
No, it was that chick
for
that said "Catch Me Outside." Where that girl.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't remember.
Wait.
There we go,
she
baby.
She has an OnlyFans?
She just has
who?
an.
Joe's like, "Can I sign up right now?"
No,
No,
because I heard about
this was this week.
Oh,
Oh,
this
that's
is
that girl.
Yeah, Cash Me Out Girl.
She has
Me
an
Outside
OnlyFans?
is-
She made $1 million.
Just did it for a day, and all she did was a couple of lingerie pics that you can go and see for free.
So
And
Why?
guys lined up
Why?
for it. She made $1 million one day.
Why?
here's my thing.
What?
Yeah, go ahead.
I wasn't
Go.
one of them.
She
I thought it was I, evidently.
she's kind of following in the footsteps of Bella Thorne. Who
Who?
Oh God!
Chris,
Oh
you're
man!
Not gonna, you're not,
Come on, Boomer.
There's
What number is
not-
11, by the way?
There is
I got it here.
not-
Wait.
Boomer,
I
go
understood to
ahead.
come find me outside, girl, after.
Oh,
after
that's right.
seven.
He did.
No,
No,
you
Cash Me
printed it out.
Outside.
It's
You're
close.
close.
It's Catch Me Outside,
Cash
Joe.
Me Outside.
Whatever. Who gives a
Chris
shit?
is like,
Come find me outside.
can you please come meet me in the corridor, please?
It's 7:30.
It's
Don't
you,
give a
Alright,
Be
ladies.
so kind to meet me in the
Don't give a shit.
Okay.
foyer.
I knew who the hell that was. I knew who the hell that was after I had
You can tell the whiskey's flowing.
Off the
her.
rails
The
right now.
whiskey's flowing, boys.
The podcast. Okay, so what's this?
Catch me in the courtyard with a flintlock pistol.
We'll duel to the
And
death.
I knew.
And on next Saturday's
Well
podcast,
tasted.
Chris McGraw's the only one here as he kills all three of the other members of the podcast.
Whoa, you can't say that online.
On
Now
next-
we got the motive.
Oh,
next-
Dateline got his ass.
On next week's podcast, Chris learns about electricity.
All right, Peter,
What is this? What is this blinding light that's coming from the top of the ceiling
We're gonna
right
go
now?
on the internet in a minute. Don't worry about it.
Captured stars and put them in the ceiling.
Okay, so we got number 11.
Number 11.
And number 11's got a pretty cool poster to it. It's a USA. It's a bourbon.
What is number 11?
Number 11.
Oh,
Oh, it's
these are the
Old
flavors.
Elk.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
you know what? I'm sorry. It's Old Elk bourbon.
Old Elk.
Where's it
And
from?
it's really cool. Take a look at the picture.
Read no
Oh, I
description.
love the.
There's nothing in there. It's just,
He's got some kids
Hold
of
on.
caramel or maybe some.
I apologize.
There
Oh,
is-
actually,
there
no,
is-
there is.
there's-
Joe,
there's
can
a
you
little-
read that
there's a
for us?
little side step here. Hold on. It is Old Elk. I mean, that's what he
Don't do
said.
it, Davis.
It's a bourbon.
Whoa, I would never guess that.
44% alcohol by volume. There are tastes of
That's this,
vanilla,
Davis.
That's not
caramel,
a lot of water. in
Oh.
there. Okay.
malted barley,
Malted barley.
sweet,
You want some Bright Hopper stuff?
corn, fruit, and rye. And the last, but not least, and I love the picture that they
Yeah, it's
They
a really
paint
nice
this
picture.
with.
It's tapestry.
spicy, and it looks like a clean shaven William Shakespeare, young William Shakespeare, before he had
Oh,
the
yes.
fluff on the side.
Yes,
This
it
is
is.
much
A
weaker
well
than the last
cut-
one we tried, for sure.
This
Okay.
is what?
Much weaker than the last one.
So,
Oh yeah, the last one was a
Another thing I
strong
want
one.
to get into really quickly, and
These
this is a call out to this Instagram, because we're talking about Instagram.
Would you tell this Instagrammer to
Stop.
catch you outside? How about that?
No, meet me at 225, baby.
And Peter wants that
No,
OnlyFans money.
every
No,
Instagram.
you want to come outside of me, then.
Catch me.
Catch me outside.
I know what the fuck I said.
Okay, great. Can we just
It's
hold
Chris
on?
trademark.
Hold on.
Hey, I have a hawk story, okay?
I really hope this one saves. Like, this is the one that's not going to save, and I'm going to be so sad.
We're going off the rails here a little bit.
right.
Okay, can we
Do
just
you
hold
have-
on? I'm going to bring it together.
Do you
Hold on.
actually have a hawk story?
No,
He's
he's,
not.
he's making fun of me.
It's great because I get
Okay,
you guys
calm
together.
down.
Fuck,
We're going to get
We
here
have
really
to-
quickly.
we
I
have
have
to
to get this out
properly-
because maybe this will stop him from commenting on our Instagram post.
Oh
So,
no, that has nothing to do with.
No, it will
with the
never happen.
podcast.
It will
It
never
has everything to do with the Instagram. And
Yes,
the way Instagram
but that's
works.
what I want. I want
Yes,
them
yes,
to
yes.
stop. So there's, and I'm going to, because I want them to know that there's every picture we put on Instagram now, I guess it might actually have to do if I put podcasters of Instagram, somebody has to put this comment because it's from Empire Records. I don't know how they have to make money with everybody.
This is
insane.
basically a bot.
Is it from the movie?
This is,
Like
this
the
is
movie
a bot.
Records?
No, this is
Okay,
no,
well
this
then
is,
that's the old man Peter on that one. Then.
this is
I'll
this
just
is
shut up.
basically a bot, or what seems like a bot that just says, "Hey."
Every time you see podcasters of Instagram, send somebody.
Yeah, and it sends this message that says, "Hey, post it on here or tag this thing so people will look at your podcast."
No, they
and
want
get-
me to DM Empire Records so that we get a spot. Like
Yes.
so
Yeah.
they show our podcast, which we're
Yeah.
not going to do.
No, it's
We're not
just,
doing
it's
it.
just
on principle.
Yes, at this point, like you've done it
I mean,
7 times.
yeah.
We're not
It's-
coming.
I'm-
We're never.
What is Instagram?
Empire Records was like a movie in the 90s.
Yeah, it was,
It's interesting.
yeah.
So there's
Is that
there's-
trademark infringement
there's
in that movie?
No, there's the magazine.
Well, it's like kind of like this
I'm
stuff.
just-
There's the magazine which they're referring to, which is, I mean, it's a huge magazine. It's like kind of like Rolling Stones-esque. You know about this, Brian? I feel like you would know. Okay.
Joe, what is your shirt of, anyways?
Doctor Strange.
Oh, I do. Yes.
Katie got it for me for Christmas, and I like it because it cuts well. It's a well-fitted shirt, but it's also nerdy.
got
Oh,
a
guess what
sewing
number
effect.
16 is?
Huh?
Guess what number 16 is?
If it's pinhook, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
No.
Whiskey.
Not hawk. It's not a bird. It's Uncle Nearest.
It's a plane.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
So we've already had this one, and we have a bottle upstairs. We want more.
Yeah, if you guys like it. We
I
can-
have not had 16 yet. I'm still
Yeah, you
at
have,
16,
Joe.
11. Oh, I have. This is-
You have
No,
had
no,
it
no,
a different
boys
day,
had it
but not
another day.
a different day.
Oh no! Yes. I have had it, of course, yes. But I just meant I don't taste it.
What a wild one so far, guys. Let me tell you what. And Chris has got the
This
water
has
drinking.
gone off the rails.
A little bit.
long
That's
time
all right.
ago.
Listen.
Well, let's fucking jackknife this.
Chris,
up,
question,
baby.
what is your-
I have to do 3 shots. Might as well do them.
Wanna
Well,
get
you can
one?
do them, but one question in the meantime, Chris. You had the combination of the Shandy and the Paddler.
Yeah, what did you
What are your thoughts on that, Christopher?
I liked it.
Can I? Do you still
I
have it?
I
That was
really
the
like.
one. That was the one that I had that I gave you.
No, you're the grapefruit one.
Oh, you're right.
You know what's
No,
funny?
no, but I took Chris's.
I
We
had-
kind of shared it.
Here's the thing. I had one
Yuck,
sip
yuck,
of
We all
grapefruit.
gave ourselves COVID by sharing.
Oh,
it.
that's yeah.
I had
that's
one
all right.
sip of the
Wow.
grapefruit, and I taste the grapefruit.
Yeah, it's
Instantly.
all grapefruit, but it's delicious.
It's very overpowering, the grapefruit.
I
Shandy.
liked. I'm a big fan of the canoe paddling just by itself.
It kind
So,
of It had a pilsner-esque
Yeah.
taste
So
in the combination, so it had it wasn't as bitter.
yeah, and I'm not the biggest fan of Shandy, but like mixing the two together, I
It's
like it.
kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something different. Cause you had you had something on the Final Four. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Hey, congrats again. You are 3-1 with
my God,
Joe
I can't
C's
believe
lock
I
of the
got
week.
That, right.
That was a very lucky lock.
That
Not
was a very
lucky.
I watched.
Because we didn't do points. We didn't say points.
No.
We just had Joe winning it.
Ugh.
Chris,
I
what
watched
did
that
you
game.
have for the?
I saw that game in the third quarter, and I was like, "Well, I fucked this one up again.
Let's
I fucked this one up again."
I'm out of the basement of the fucking pool too, so I'm excited about this.
We will mention. Yeah, I am. You're the one.
Yeah, you're in the basement, David.
You're
Sorry.
in the basement.
So I saw something again. I'm on the lines, the interwebs,
I like it.
and it's the Final Four for cereal, breakfast cereals.
Oh, so they ranked.
They did like a bracket.
Okay,
for
can we
breakfast
stop for a
cereals.
second? Can we
Yes.
stop? Can we give everybody, and I don't mean to, this is awesome. Why don't we just really quickly say what's your favorite, and then we can say what
Oh,
they think. or
if everybody wants to say what their
cereal,
favorite
and
is,
then we can say what won it.
yeah, I'll tell you what. No, they haven't won it yet, but I'll tell you who the Final Four is.
Okay.
And then I'll let whoever, like, if somebody picks
Go
the
ahead.
Final Four
Do
team,
you
I'll
want
let
to
you
do
know.
that first, then, and then we'll.
No,
we'll say,
but
or-
I'll tell you who my favorite cereal is. I
Okay.
love Cheerios.
Okay.
And Cheerios was a 1 seed in this.
Brian, what are you digging out, babe?
I'm a big fan of Lucky Charms.
Okay, so
Charms?
Brian is Lucky Charms, just in case you can't hear him because he is a little quiet. So Lucky Charms. Wait,
Lucky Charms
Are
is
you-
a 2 seed.
are you saving the Charms? Are you working? Because I know some people who just go for the Charms and
You
don't
go
do
just
the.
go for the marshmallows, or
Yes.
you going for the whole
I
entire mix?
eat the whole thing.
Okay, he likes the whole thing.
Wait, does this
All
bracket
marshmallows,
separate the two, or are we? Just
No,
asking
no,
for-
no,
no,
We're
I was
just
just
asking a
first-
question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious. Okay.
What's your go-to cereal?
Okay, so here's my go-to based on just cereal, but I'm gonna talk about my go-to and then my favorite. My go-to is usually cornflakes
Okay.
with no sugar, just milk,
high fiber.
which is really weird. I've found out from talking to other people, it sounds like they make it sound like I'm a psychopath from what I understand for liking that. But my favorite, well, everybody's like, no sugar? And I go, no sugar. And they go, you're weird. So, the other one though was, Apple Jacks. Apple
Ooh.
Jacks.
Ooh.
I always liked Apple Jacks as a
I
kid.
could eat it with or without milk. I don't need milk to enjoy.
I
those
enjoyed Apple Jacks as a
dishes.
kid. I didn't.
Apple
enjoy
Jacks was a 6 seed and didn't make it out of the first round.
Well, you know what? These people don't know what the fuck they're talking about, Greg. All right.
Calm down.
Let's get hot about it.
Joe, baby.
Sorry.
I know
Don't talk about Apple Jacks.
I know you're talking
Don't
about.
talk about Apple Jacks.
All right, we're not. Joe's not allowed any more pinhead. All right, we gotta get him some.
He's
pizza.
getting some Uncle Darius and he's going.
Get him that bottle of water.
My go-to forever and will always be is Frosted Cheerios. That Frosted Cheerios, unbelievable, and then that milk afterwards, it's second to none.
Wait, I have a question.
Frosted Cheerios didn't even make the list.
I have a question.
I'm with you, Joe. That's it.
Yeah, that's right. Let's do it.
Get down, ladies.
Riot!
Get down.
No. So you said Cheerios.
No, I said Cheerios.
You said
tonight.
Cheerios.
I'm a big Cheerios guy.
To me, Cheerios basically taste like styrofoam,
I've-
which is I've heard.
Which would
the
you go for?
argument-
When you want to help your heart, it's
The
basically
argument
processed.
that I hear people make about cornflakes is it's the same thing. It's just bland, but I was not a Cheerio
I don't know.
house. I didn't grow up with it, so it's not
Neither
like.
did I. It grew over time. I just like Cheerios. And the weirder thing is I eat them just by themselves. I don't eat them as with milk or
With-
anything.
no,
They're
eat
just
them-
plain.
no,
What is I haven't had Cheerios in a long time. Is it like a honey, right? Honey.
No,
No,
there's honey nut Cheerios. Regular
there's-
Cheerios are even bland.
There's like a whole boatload of
They're in
different
a
types.
accoutrement of
so
Cheerios.
Cheerios are.
Monopoly is
So the Cheerios that they're like your cornflakes. They have really no
It's
taste.
just a base.
Yeah, it's just a base thing.
You're tasting.
High fiber. You're gonna help your digestion.
So I'm just a big fan of it. Like I like them. I can't tell you why I do.
I
Like
don't
I just,
mind Cheerios either. Like I'm just this is like my
This is yeah.
it's
So
like when I'm getting naughty with cereal.
Getting naughty with
yeah,
Cheerios.
that's where I. That's
I mean,
where
I'm not
am.
gonna lie. If I'm getting naughty with cereals, it'd probably be Cocoa Pebbles.
Or
I'm
Reese's
not-
Puffs.
I'm not a
Reese's
big.
Puffs.
See, I don't like either of those. But Apple Jacks is. I'm such a like one way or nothing kind of guy. So what is
They-
the
they- remember their crazy commercials?
Yeah, Rich, what's your
dude? I
favorite
remember
cereal?
So first of all-
commercials. One of the first times playing games on the internet were related to these like
Remember when
video games that they
in
would
a
put
box
on.
of cereal, you get like a freaking CD-ROM. with
Yeah,
games on
and
it,
you play
oh,
fucking games on it. Yeah.
Well, I don't really eat cereal anymore, but when I did eat cereal, it was either Apple Jacks, like Joseph, or my favorite was Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon
Yeah.
Toast
That
Crunch
was something I
is
only
actually
Yeah,
Cinnamon Toast
They
Crunch
sell
is
milk.
actually one of the teams in the one of the cereals in the Final
As it
Four.
should be,
All right,
because
so
it's delicious.
let's hear.
Wait, hold on.
It's
Pat
dripping
Pat
in
would
sugar.
like shrimp tails in his cinnamon toast crunch.
Yes,
By
I
the
do.
way.
I want
Second
some
of all,
tails.
I read stories.
They
on
were
that.
delicious. They give you the protein. You like it.
I
You
don't know
feel
where
good
that
about
ended, but whatever. The funny thing is that at the gas station today, they were selling
it.
milk.
Shrimp tails?
Shrimp tails too, but they were selling milk that was a cinnamon crunch toast or whatever. Like actual, like
and shrimp tails.
yeah, which
All
shrimp
together.
tails.
One accoutrements all together, baby.
Cinnamon
Toast
toast crunch
Crunch,
flavored milk.
And
Yeah.
shrimp tails.
Shut the fuck up, Pat. What is the top four?
So the Final Four is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Well, what seed were they? What seed were they?
They were a number 1 seed.
Really?
Fruit Loops, which was a number 1 seed.
I like
So,
the
you know what?
solid
That was a
Not the
staple
biggest-
growing up that I
Not the
have
biggest
not
Fruit
touched.
Loop guy.
Yeah.
Number 5 seed
Ooh,
that
I forgot
upset
the
Cheerios,
alcohol.
which pisses me off.
Wait, what is it?
A number 5 seed that upset Cheerios is in the Final Four is Frosted Shredded Mini Wheats.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Okay.
Oh,
And
they
then-
had some.
Who
They
did
had
these
some.
seed
They
I
had
don't
some.
know.
I know. I'd love to know the guy who decided who the number
And then
one
a
was.
number 5 seed that upset Cocoa Puffs is a 1 seed. And
Oh, you
Lucky
forgot,
Charms
yeah.
is a 2 seed is Captain Crunch.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Oh,
we forgot one
Lauren,
person.
Captain
Lauren,
Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
we need to know what
Say
your
it,
favorite
Lauren.
is.
Say it on
Say
your
what's your
chest.
chest.
It's too
What's too bougie? What's your second favorite then?
the caution.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
get
it.
the hell out of here.
Well, she's
That's
a little
basically
healthy
shredded
then.
wheat on steroids.
Well, yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. What the fuck is kashi?
It's shredded wheat.
Have you ever
It's
seen-
like a nice
It's
one.
basically an organic shredded wheat.
Yeah.
Do you buy that at Trader Joe's? Like, I don't
Yes.
even
No.
know.
You can buy it at
Anywhere.
Joel.
Where really?
There's an
Have you ever
organic
seen-
section in Jewel.
Have you ever seen the Robin Big episode where they they dress up and try to get on a box of cereal together?
Yes.
That's the brand that they're trying to get to be.
Yes.
It's the
Real
called
quick,
Good
real
Friends.
I just not
One
heard of it.
question though. Does anybody really actually eat cereal at this point in their life?
Okay,
No,
so that's where I was about to go with this. Is I
No,
don't.
you know
I
what?
don't
Wait,
eat
hold on one
breakfast.
second. Really quickly is when we were kids growing up, we never ate
I never had cereal when I was a kid even.
Yeah.
Rarely.
Like,
Rarely.
It's literally
a
like
Sunday
a
morning, Saturday morning treat.
yeah, like
it was like a candy, basically.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
what it was. It wasn't
maybe our
treated-
generation it was like everybody kind of realized like all right, that's-
Sugar. Was that sugar?
I don't know.
Solid Simmons, Crunch, and Apple Jacks. Those are all not healthy cereals.
There's one that didn't
Yeah.
make the list either.
You know what was nice? The Reese's Poops.
And that's
that got
healthy
upset
for
the
you.
first. That got
No, the real
upset.
peanut butter cups in the fucking
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Those
Hey, peanut butter cup guy.
The Reese's Puffs got upset by Captain Crunch in the first round.
Captain Crunch. That's all sugar.
Upsets.
That's the-
I'm
that's
questioning
the-
some of the reasons,
right.
honestly.
I know what?
Wait, yeah.
Crunch
Who
upsets-
determined the rankings and how did they make the?
I don't know.
This contest is bullshit.
Shredded
Hey,
Reeds
Chris, that
ended
was-
up being
that's
like
awesome.
number 2 or something.
Because I did
What the fuck?
honestly wanted to bring this up last week when we were bringing up the shrimp tails.
You
We were bringing up the shrimp
Shrimp
tails. I wanted to see what you guys
tails.
were interested because I think that's kind of an interesting thing to say. Hey, what was your go-to?
I
Because
slept
it's
as
so
a kid.
different.
I slept
Everybody
in-
had something different.
I slept in as a kid every breakfast. I always slept in and I'd be like up and then go to school.
Yeah, no, that's it. Oh, I never ate breakfast
That's
before school
100.
either.
Dude,
Yeah.
I got my clothes ready just in the morning, so I wouldn't have
My
to
dad,
go into
my
the
dad was a
drawer
morning
and
person
grab
up in the
them.
morning early, and he would get me up. He's like, "Yeah, you gotta go." I'm like, "I don't want to get food." Okay, yeah, I don't, no time for that anyways. Let's go.
Dude, I remember.
You can imagine Lawrence like, "Let's get the fuck out."
My parents used to love to say, "Time to make the donuts." When it was time to get up for
No,
school,
the best-
I would fucking
Joe,
hate that saying.
They literally made the donuts before they remodeled the donuts from my house. They used to make them, and they smelled. I was like, "Oh my god, these donuts smell fucking amazing." They would actually make them there, like before Dunkin' Donuts when like we're just gonna ship them to you. Like before that, they used to actually make donuts in the actual stores.
Yeah.
And that one in my corner made it, and they
don't
were
do
so good.
Factory-wise,
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
Dunkin' Donuts.
They
is
delivered them
always
at
the-
3:30 in the morning. I used to know because we would go on the bars, and I would get fresh donuts at 4 in the morning coming up from the bars.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Pat,
or Pat would go and get his
blueberry.
Yes,
Strawberry.
fresh bagel, baby,
Strawberry
fresh
with
bagel.
Strawberry cream cheese.
It's a great combination. Nobody knocks that
Like
shit.
a fucking serial killer after drinking all night long. Okay? What
Can you imagine?
crazy person is
Can you
doing
imagine
this?
strawberry cream cheese after a
Who goes,
8-hour binge drinking?
"Oh, I'm wasted. You know what I could go for?
Bagel, baby, with
Some
cream cheese.
dairy." Fuck out of here, you psychopath
They're laughing.
killer.
Wait.
The person that
Wait.
took that order is laughing his way back to the freezer and get
Oh.
that strawberry cream cheese. Like, this motherfucker don't know that has been in here for 4 months.
Wait, no, Joseph. When I first met you,
Oh, the
a
McDonald's.
dairy. You're talking dairy. This mother used to drink a gallon. His mom had 2 gallons of
Yeah,
milk in the refrigerator. You talking
Yeah,
dairy, baby?
I know. But I could never do it after drinking. Although I did. One of my
Although I did one like 85 times,
one of
no big
my-
deal.
One of my famous videos, or not, but photos, is we ended up ordering like a bunch of stuff from Garcia's, took it home, and then I have a big old fat glass of milk.
Yeah, that's not Garcia's. You got it from like that place in like fucking Lawrence and like Austin.
I don't know.
You, got, like,
It was-
you went to like a Mexican place and you got like a burger and fries.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, he got a burger and burrito and fries.
That's what it
and
was.
destroyed it.
Yes.
Peter
yeah.
got the hot dog and ended
With
up
the-
regretting it. Or no, we
with
got
the-
hot dogs.
Fat glass
You got
of milk.
hot
You
dogs.
guys thought I got the burger,
Yeah,
and
he
the
got
burger
burger.
didn't last.
I wasn't there
Just
for
saying.
that one.
I got
Yeah.
it. It didn't go down well, and it didn't come up any better.
The bowels seemed
Yeah,
for
it's
that
not
one for
good.
me.
Not good. Nobody wants to hear about that. This one, we got a birthday girl upstairs.
Yes.
And, I think it is time to enjoy some festivities. Joseph, hold on. We're not going to allow you to get off this podcast
We got
without
some
one shot.
shots.
So I'll get the shots. You guys talk about something.
Wait. I gotta have a lock of the week this week.
Ooh.
Okay.
What?
So yeah.
We already
got one
don't-
more tonight.
There's only a few games left, Joe.
There's only one game left.
Or it's going to, you can say,
It came.
Do you want to pick a national champion, Joe, for the lock of the century of the week? A national
Is that what
champion?
I'd have to pick?
Yeah, you would have to
Or-
pick between Baylor and either
Gonzaga.
UCLA or Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Three options to choose, Joseph. Who's your pick of the week?
When are these games? I don't
Pick
trust
Gonzalez.
You, 'cause you
Pick
pick.
Gonzalez.
Gonzaga and USC tomorrow. Gonzalez.
She didn't realize
Justin
it was
Gonzalez a real
So
team.
I have-
They're on the
I
bracket.
do
Pick
have-
Norfolk State.
I do have
Oh,
Gonzaga
no.
in one of my brackets,
That's a good choice.
and it is going to be the deciding factor between Gonzaga.
I've gone
and,
from fucking
and
17
Baylor
to
to
third
see
right
if,
now.
to see if I win this entire bracket. But the games, so we have Gonzaga versus who?
UCLA.
UCLA.
Baylor already won.
That now
Baylor already won, and they.
Or 3 years old.
Was I supposed to tell you that?
No, I mean, no, that's fine, because
You got Baylor, Gonzaga, or UCLA.
The reason I said fuck to Baylor is because if this girl lost, I would have won the bracket.
I'm gonna say you know that's that old.
Yeah.
Say it. Shake it up a little bit. Get a
Listen,
little,
I'm going.
get a little dust rotor on it.
Okay,
Shake it
so
on.
Joseph. Wait, Chris. Can
Yeah.
I
The
please?
Joe C. Lock of the Century of the Week.
NCAA
Tourney
game
edition.
So it's Gonzaga, Baylor, to
Or
win the whole
UCLA.
thing,
UCLA.
Or UCLA.
Who's winning, Joe, baby?
Because
Who
UCLA
is
and
winning the
Gonzaga
tourney?
are playing right now.
I think Gonzaga's going to win their game.
Bold choice considering Gonzaga's down 1 point right now.
Okay.
They're gonna win, baby. Don't worry.
Okay,
But
Why is it clear? Is that what was clear?
Yes.
Baylor's playing the winner
Don't worry,
of
I got you,
UCLA Gonzaga
On Monday night.
on Monday night. I think Baylor's going to win the whole thing. That's not my lock of the century of the week, but my lock
What?
is Gonzaga.
Gonzaga is the Joe C. Lock of the Century of the
Joseph
week.
getting punished,
last
why would
week-
he shot?
Last
edition.
week I gave a little Salt Bay like
If
on
Joseph
top with
is
my feeling,
being
and so I was
punished-
like, I'll just throw another one out.
Okay, so wait, Joe's got Baylor winning it all.
He said Baylor, but he picked Gonzaga for his Joe C. Lock of the Century of the week.
Okay.
Tourney edition.
All right. So hey,
One question: why are we all doing shots with Joe's being punished?
because
Because it's a
As a
team
team.
effort,
as
asshole.
a team,
I want to be an individual on that team.
Listen, we
oh, you're definitely
rise
an individual, all right.
together.
You never leave a man behind.
Fuck that shit. He's in the army.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Oh, yeah, right. That's
All right,
coconutty.
coconut.
It's very coconut.
I don't like
That's
coconut
not so
very much.
Wow, that was super sweet.
That's coconutty as shit.
It's very nice.
It has a.
You know what,
You
Brian?
know what? Pat
Alcoholic
Lynch
bite.
needs one more.
No, I don't.
No. Pat doesn't need, but I think Brian needs one. And
He
something-
bared out like
Yeah.
3/4 of it on the table right now.
That's not
Did he really?
I drank it, you bitch.
I keep give Brian one. Brian, thank you for
Why,
joining
are
the
you letting Bri-
podcast.
why are you having
Thank
Brian take one by himself?
Brian, I was there's a coconut.
Well, give me one. I got to do
Yeah, he's
another
got
one
another
anyways.
too.
you won't
all
drink alone.
We don't ever let anybody drink alone.
You want a Davis too.
Davis doesn't do just shots. I know.
Davis, we used to
I
like
know.
you. I used to like you, Davis.
I know. We got to get rid of her. It's okay. We're gonna
That's
talk about
it.
that later.
That's
on
it.
the
You're
podcast.
done.
Next
That's
week,
off the podcast.
next week I have a game,
Okay.
and then we'll do the shot, and then we'll end the podcast. But next week I have a game because I've been watching this marriage or mortgage show.
Okay.
Okay, this is like a huge thing with all the ladies I know. But one of the couples on there were these like basically somebody described to me they were Instagram influencers or no, not Instagram, but influencers.
They were
And
basic bitches.
yeah,
They're
this
Peter Graw
is
and
the
Paul.
basic bitch.
Sipping on that pumpkin pie.
This is what the basic bitch of the 1990s is. All right,
Okay.
I mean like this is or the of the 2020s is. Sorry,
This is Peter McGraw. And
I also wonder if that's really good. Go ahead.
but it's okay. We're
Yeah,
gonna do
keep
this
going.
together.
Keep going. I love it.
But so I watched this and I was listening to them talk, and it really was. They went on there just to get followers.
Okay.
But the terminology they use
It's fun.
is
Oh, so we're gonna
It's-
have a quiz on terminology?
It's 100%. Like you came in with the dating.
I'm gonna fill this.
I'm gonna come in
Nice.
with the bit like the new hot slang.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill.
Oh, I'm gonna
Because
I'm
I've
so
been
studying.
hearing-
I was
kill
good
the
on
shit.
yours, but I was
I love-
not good on this one.
I love TikToks. You see it from watching that because this is like that's where all those people in that generation are now. But I would love to quiz you guys because some of this stuff. I mean, it sounds. This is what it's like to get old.
Yeah.
Like you hear
Oh,
this and
yeah.
you're like, oh,
Yeah.
this is so ridiculous.
And we're not that old yet.
But this is
So
the
Chris
terminology
Come,
of
come meet
teenagers
me outside.
today.
I'm ready for it. I'm so ready for it.
Sir, I'm throwing down my glove. If you could come meet me outside,
It's a duel
We
to
will-
the death.
Why are you
What would
so?
you reckon about that?
Why are you yelling so loud?
I don't
at
know.
us?
Do your shot with Brian. Do your shot with Brian.
Hey.
I'm just picturing Chris.
Brian's ready to go. You do the shot with Brian.
They didn't have.
Joseph, so good.
Joe,
Sorry.
I
Hey,
accept.
sorry.
Joe, I
This is the second shot, and this is the last one he needs to do for swearing.
There's one more.
Hit it.
I need one more. technically.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll talk
he's
about
on
that
the 4 weeks in a
later.
row.
Hit me.
Cheers, sir.
I
Joe,
want to. Yep,
I will
go, Chris.
meet you outside for your duel. Bye.
Hold on, that wasn't the end of it.
Oh,
Sorry,
shit.
we're
cut
ready.
me off.
I'll get you.
OT.
I'll give you the point.
Cut off. Cut off again.
OT.
Sorry.
unprecedented.
Hey, if I can't cut you off at the beginning of the episode,
I just want to
you
say
can't
thank you for
cut me off
listening.
at the
And
end.
This Mel
And
was like
if
2
this is
years
your
old.
first time, thank you for joining us. Hopefully this one doesn't scare you away. This was a wild one. Had a good night. A lot of good drinking.
It got real hot.
This Malibu was 2 years old at least.
Shut up, Pat Lynch.
There's no. God damn it, Pat.
Let Peter finish.
The name of this episode is going to be Pat. Shut the fuck up.
Get up, SoCal.
Peter,
Stop.
finish your sentence.
Stop.
Finish your sentence.
We're never drinking this much whiskey again. And I love you guys.
We really didn't have that
No, I
much
know.
compared to
It's just a
all
lot
of
of fun.
But go on.
Listen, thank you for joining us. If this is your first time, we appreciate it. Check out podcast S&P on Instagram and Twitter, or email us at thepodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what you think.
Just at the end there, I need this to be said. We give all each other shit. It just so happens that Pat's getting it right at the end of this. Don't think that he's not going to give it back to us later on tonight.
I'm lining up.
We have a birthday to celebrate, and
Yes, we can't wait.
and it's going to be fantastic.
I have a Hawk story. Come meet me outside and bye!